class, my name is Ashley, and I've had a run of bad luck this school year, and my printer doesn't work and my car is now in the shop, so I'm going to throw this project a different way, and I hope you guys like it, and I hope it works. My first organism that I'm going to talk about is English Bulldog, which is one of my son and I's favorite puppies. We want one. They are very expensive. They are called a compact animal, which means they have really big heads and really big bodies, but then they have really little legs. They also have tendencies to have more health issues because of their bodies. For such a stocky animal, they actually have very, very small windpipes, which I can kind of see that. And also, they're prone to going blind. Not only because of all the wrinkles that are on their bodies, but also because they get this thing called cherry eye. They live to be around an average of 8 years, but some can live longer and, some live less, just kind of with any other kind of animal. They are kind of tranquil dogs. They're not very rowdy and rambunctious. I thought that was kind of a plus. I don't really like animals that jump around all crazy. So that is the Bulldog. Our next animal that we are going to talk about on the land organisms is my son's favorite animal, the cheetah. He likes him because he thinks he runs fast, and he is fast like a cheetah. I think he calls me slow like a turtle. So, the cheetah is mainly located in Africa and some parts of Iran. They have the ability to accelerate at such a fast speed that it would actually leave a car out in the dust. They can go from 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, and they also have amazing eyesight that they use to not only their speed, but also their eyesight to hunt their prey. They hunt during the daylight, and they use their spots to hide in the dark grass. They can live an average of 10 to 12 years. Our final land animal organism that we're going to talk about is something that my son uses on the weekends, and it is the earthworm. This is just a common earthworm, which a lot of us, especially us here in Kansas, we call them night crawlers. They normally grow to be a few inches long, but however, some can actually grow up to 14 inches, which really grosses me out on so many different levels. Think of it, a huge long worm, that long. Like I told my son, that's a lot of worm to fit on a hook when you're fishing. Night crawlers are usually seen feeding at night, hence is why we now call them night crawlers instead of just plain earthworms. And I thought this was a really cool little fact. Contrary to belief, if you cut a worm in half, 2 of them do not grow back. Now moving on to the water organisms, which I think are probably my favorite. First is the catfish. Since we do a lot of fishing, we like to catch catfish. I do not eat them, however, but the men in my family do. I don't eat anything that swims. The catfish here they have the name because of their barbels, which look like whiskers. Even though their name is catfish, not all catfish have prominent barbels, which was kind of a neat little fact. Catfish are considered commercial importance, such as being farmed or fished for food. The catfish group actually has the greatest range in size. The largest is the giant Mekong, I don't know if I'm saying that right, catfish. It was caught in northern Thailand in May of 2005 and weighed 646 pounds. And after they did research over this, they found out that this type of catfish can grow to be even larger than that. I was like, wow, that is a huge fish. The second one we are going to talk about in the water is the seahorse. I picked this one just because I think they are like the cutest things ever in the water. And I think it's cool that they are vertical swimmers, that they don't have to lay down. They swim sitting up. They're found in the shallow tropical temperature waters throughout the world. They swim upright, and unlike most fish, because they are monogamous, they only have one mate for life, which is very cool. They're kind of like penguins when I think about it that way. Because of their body shape, seahorses are rather inept swimmers, which means they can easily die of exhaustion. So if they get caught in a storm, it's not good for them because they might end up passing away. They propel themselves by using a small fin on their back that flutters 35 times a minute, which is very cool. The last and final organism that I have is the whale shark. The whale shark is the largest animal in the sea. And they like warm waters. They're not really known for being in the cold ones. They reach a length of 40 feet, and it's a filter feeder, which means that the whale's jaws open passively, and it filters everything in all at one time. Like I said, it prefers warmer waters, so they are in the tropical areas, and they sometimes actually allow swimmers to hitch a ride. I hope you liked my video. Sorry I didn't have my pictures printed. Hopefully things get easier, and I hope you learned some really cool things. Have a great evening. Bye!